The following program is a presentation of the City of Springfield Department of Communications. The annual International Route 66 Mother Road Festival and Car Show in Springfield, Illinois celebrates the golden age of Route 66 with more than 1,000 cool cars. Throw in some American spirit, the world's most prized and powerful shiny cars, and the world's ultimate open road. And the spirit becomes legend. That spirit was celebrated in grand style again this year, on September 21st through 23rd, 2012, in historic downtown Springfield, Illinois. Throughout the weekend, 80,000 spectators took advantage of the free admission and strolled past block after block of the coolest rides on the planet, while also enjoying non-stop live bands playing the classic hits from the 50s, 60s, and 70s on the Hot Rod stage. For those in the contest, the CASI certified national judges named award winners in more than 40 classes, including Best of Show, Mayor's Choice, and Longest Distance. Now to show us all of the nostalgia and family fun, here's your host, Jay Wavering.
Welcome to Springfield, Illinois, and the International Route 66 Mother Road Festival. As you can see behind me, we have over 900 registered cars, and they just keep coming in. We got 4 live bands today. We have the Burnout Competition, the Dyno Horsepower Competition. We have customs. We have lowriders. We have muscle cars, and if I look real hard, I might even find a rat vehicle or two. So why don't you follow us and spend the day as we go and talk to these people that own these gorgeous cars today. I'm here with Cliff of Springfield, Illinois, and this classic 1949 Mercury convertible of his. Cliff, tell us all about this car.
Well, I've had it 21 years. I had my first car I ever owned was a 49 Mercury convertible, so I naturally wanted another one. And I found this one on the second owner. It was spent the last 21 years of its life in an old barn, and so it needed total restoration. And so I purchased it 21 years ago and have totally torn it apart, every bit of it.
And how many years did it take you to restore this to this beautiful shape?
I worked on it for about 7 years, part-time, and I brought it back to original condition. Fortunately, we were able to use about 95% of the parts. We had all of the interior that we could reproduce, so it's about as original as it was when it was new as you can make it.
So tell us, what kind of gas mileage does this old car get?
Well, I haven't driven it that much after I restored it, but I would say probably about 16, 17 miles to the gallon.
That's still good by today's standards. Well, we're awful glad you brought this to Springfield, and it is absolutely a beautiful car. So thanks, Cliff.
Thank you.
We're here with Bill, the Executive Director of the Route 66 Scenic Byways. Tell us a little bit about the organization, Bill, and especially what Springfield means to you guys.
Okay. Well, the Illinois Route 66 Scenic Byway was designated by the feds in 2005. And we're the organization with responsibility for operating it. So this is one of the major events on Route 66 in Illinois, probably the premier event. It's always the last part of September, and we'll see probably somewhere around 1,500 classic cars and perhaps up to 80,000 people will be visiting and spending time here in Springfield, which is very important to the folks on the road. It's very important to Springfield.
So how many other organizations are there in the scenic byways, other states?
There are scenic byways. There are 6 others in Illinois, including the Great River Road and the Ohio River, and there are scenic byways. There are a total of 150 across the country.
150. And this event means what to the organization besides, I mean, it's great for Springfield, the publicity. It's great probably for your organization to get the coverage and that stuff. Is the organization continuing to grow every year?
It is, and in fact, what we do, this is the Travel Illinois Expo tent. We invite communities and attractions all along Route 66 in Illinois to come join us because it gives them the chance to talk with the festival goers about what they can see and do when they visit their communities. So it's a great opportunity for fans of the road to meet the attractions along the road. So that's an advantage that we always take.
Well, Bill, thanks for coming, and we're glad you're here again, and thanks for putting on this nice event for us every year.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
We're here with Joe with his beautiful 64 Nova. Joe, tell us, where are you from?
Sterling, Illinois.
My first question I always ask, trailer or drive?
Drive.
Good man, good man. Tell us about your car.
It's 64 Nova, restored in 1997. 283, board door 301, 9-inch Ford, small cam, 2 4s.
How many years have you owned it?
13 years.
Well, that's a long time. Well, we really appreciate you bringing it to this festival. It's a gorgeous car, and I'm glad you drove it here, Joe.
Thank you.
We're here with Kim Rosendorf, president of the International Route 66 Mother Road Festival. Kim, tell us, how many years has this been in Springfield?
We started this event in 2002, so this is year number 11.
How many cars were registered this year?
Last count, as of last night, there were 886, and they're still registering today, so I think we'll hit our 1,000 mark.
And this is a 3-day event.
Yes, it starts on Friday night, and it'll end tomorrow on Sunday with our award show.
Very good. And it's my understanding that this is for a charity. What's the charity this year?
Each year, our board selects a charity of choice to partner with, and we're so proud this year that the Land of Lincoln Honor Flight has joined us.
Oh, that's an organization.
Right. It's a great organization, and they've been wonderful partners. And I was just over at their booth a little while ago, and they are really busy. They're absolutely thrilled and getting a lot of good attention for it. They do some good work.
It's amazing what this road means to everybody. I was at dinner last night with 84 people that just flew in from Ireland. They rented motorcycles in Chicago. This is their 5th year they're taking the Route 66 road. And theirs is for a charity, too, in Ireland. They give about $700,000 they raise for a hospital in Ireland. So this road has amazing history to it.
It really does, and it has meaning literally to people around the world. Matter of fact, we're getting ready this afternoon. We have a small little gathering with a couple of busloads of people from the United Kingdom that are in just for this event and just to be a part of Route 66.
How many cities actually hold the festivals?
Well, this event actually belongs to Springfield, but there are Route 66 festivals really all over the country, but this is one of the largest.
Great. Well, we thank you for coming to Springfield again.
Thank you.
And we look forward to the 12th one.
That's right.
We're here with Victoria Ringer, the Executive Director of Downtown Springfield, Inc. Victoria, tell us what this means to the city of Springfield.
Well, this is a great opportunity for us to showcase all the great things that we love about Springfield, all the restaurants and shops and the great historic beauty that we have here. We have 1 million visitors to this city a year for various reasons, and this type of international audience is what we thrive on and get ready for every year.
Well, it must be a big success. This is our 11th year.
It is, and the merchants really gear up. They customize their windows just for this Route 66 crowd, and they really enjoy the entertainment and just the beautiful cars among the beautiful buildings that are in this 22 square block area.
Well, Victoria, thank you for this nice event.
Well, you bet. We're happy to be the host for a wonderful event like the Mother Road Festival.
Thank you. We're here with Robert Fitch, a former veteran, sergeant, Korean War. As I promised you, you would see all kinds of vehicles at this festival. And to show that truth, Robert, would you please tell us what we have behind us?
We have a 1945 Willys Jeep. They're all the same from 41 to 45, where they're built by Ford or Willys. This is the vehicles that he had during World War II and Korea. And it's.
I usually ask, did you drive it or trailer it? But it's obvious. I don't think the police would let you drive this on the highway. Where'd you bring it from?
We brought it from the Quad Cities, Rock Island, Illinois. We trailered it down.
And the nice thing is the charity for this festival this year is the Honor Flight. I hear you have participated in that in the past.
Yes, I went on one of the honor flights out of the Quad Cities on May the 22nd, and it's beautiful. You can't hardly believe it. People thanking you for it took over 60 years for people to realize what the Korean War was.
Yep. Well, Robert, we sure appreciate you bringing this historical vehicle here for us, and we also appreciate your service you did for the country.
Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that.
Okay. We're here with Cecil with a whole row of my favorite cars, the GTO. I must admit, my first car was a 64 GTO. Cecil, where are you from?
Granite City.
You drove, of course.
Yes.
Can you explain to us what you got here in your car?
It's a 66 GTO. It's the 4-barrel automatic. I'm the second owner. It's got 62,000 miles on it now.
It looks like you guys are a club or something of the GTOs?
Yeah, we're the Gateway GTO Club.
We both know that the GTO is the first muscle car, right?
That's the real muscle car, yes.
That's the real muscle car. Well, we really appreciate you bringing your car and the club coming here and showing us these gorgeous cars today.
Thank you. We've been to every one of these except 90 or 07.
07. Well, you're going to be here next year then, too.
Oh, yeah.
Very good. Thanks. Ladies and gentlemen, I promised you a lowrider. It doesn't get any lower than that. We're here with Terry from Milton, Iowa. So far, he's the furthest distance we've been here. He's already admitted he didn't drive this beautiful original 1949 Chevy pickup truck. What do you want to tell us about this vehicle, Terry?
This vehicle's been in my family since the 80s. It belonged to my brother. He bought it from his father-in-law. He sold it to his son, and his son's a teenager, and he run it pretty hard and let it freeze up in the winter, and it was non-running, so the city he lived in made him haul it off and get it out of the yard, so I bought it from him for $500, and I've been working 4 years to restore it.
4 years of restoration. It is absolutely gorgeous.
Thank you. And it's all stock drivetrain, etc., interior.
No air conditioning, no tilt control, no disc brakes.
A few vents. Original color of paint. And I enjoyed doing it. It's been great.
It looks like it's quite a labor of love, and we really appreciate you bringing it all the way down to Springfield to show it to us.
I'm glad to be here. Thanks,
Terry. Well, I told you that if I looked hard enough, I might even find a couple rat vehicles here at this festival, and I found one, the Chevy Rat. I'm here with Gary, and he did drive it because he's a local person from Springfield, Illinois. Gary, tell us about your car.
Well, it's a 1955 window Chevrolet pickup. It's not truly a rat rod because it has all new suspension underneath. It has a 350 Chevy crate engine. Sits pretty low to the ground, but that's because it has airbags and you can raise it up and down to drive. And we have a Mustang 2 front end, disc brakes, power brakes, rack and pinion steering, tilt wheel, wired for air.
Well, I'm sure you don't want me to ask you how much money you got into this thing with your wife might be watching this.
Well, she's watching, but honestly, I've never figured it out because I really didn't want to know. I just got it like I want it.
I'm sure you get all kinds of looks when you drive this thing around town, don't you?
Yes, we do, and it's kind of a theme vehicle after a lecture my dad used to give me in Kentucky about not having any shotgun weddings in our family. So that's why we did the truck.
Okay, and we'll leave it at that. That's one thing. Well, we really appreciate you bringing it. It is a unique vehicle, and I'm glad I can say I found a semi-rat vehicle today.
Yeah, thank you. It's called Chevrat because of the patina on the paint. So
thank you much.
Thank you.
For all you Corvette fans, we found this gorgeous 1957 Corvette dual quad owned by local Springfield Dick Levi. You won't find a nicer Corvette than this vehicle right here. We're here with Garnet from Central Missouri with this unique tricycle.
Motorcycle trike. It is a 1933 Chevrolet body that's been cut, chopped, sectioned. It has an aluminum Chevrolet racing engine in it. It's a nice driver. It's got power steering, heat, air, keyless entry, power windows, stereo.
You drove it here.
I did.
Well, it is a unique vehicle, and so far I haven't seen anything like it here at this festival.
It's been quite a magnet for the public. There's been a lot of pictures taken today. Certainly enjoying the show. It's our 4th year here, and we intend to keep coming back.
Well, we appreciate it. Thanks for coming.
Thank you.
I'm here with Doug from Bismarck, Illinois, with his beautiful 1966 Chevelle SS. I actually know Doug, so I know he's got this vehicle recently.
That's right. Back in March, got it. Had to do a little work on it and get it engine-wise set for a long time.
What's it got in it, 396 or?
Yeah, it's 396 engine in it, mostly all original. No disc brakes, no power steering, no anything like that.
And please tell me it's a 4-speed.
It is a 4-speed, has a Muncie 21 in it.
Muncie 21. And now, is this a regular Chevy color or is this a custom color?
This was called Aztec Bronze in 1966. That was one of the colors options that year.
So it is original. Did you drive it all the way over?
I drove it all the way over, 150 miles to get here.
Very good. Good man. Well, we're glad you brought it. Is this your first time at the festival?
Yeah, first time with a car.
First time with a car. You going to be back?
Of course.
Very good.
This is great.
Thanks for showing it to us, Doug. Okay, for all you Mopar fans, what we have here is the Challenger RT Pro Stock Hemi 1,000 horsepower, driven by local Dick Levi. Also, next to us, for you NHRA fans on Funny Car, our local Tim Wilkerson, top Funny Car driver in his vehicle, also from LRS. We have everything here for everybody's interest. We're here with Bill and Lynn from St. Louis, Missouri. They drove their beautiful 1957 Thunderbird here today. What can you tell us about the car?
It's a 1957 Thunderbird. It's all original. It has a 312 cubic inch engine with a 4-barrel, and it has a soft top and a hard top.
Soft tops. It doesn't have air conditioning, does it?
No, it doesn't.
Well, you picked a good day to bring it down then, since it's not that warm out today.
You're right.
So how long have you two had this vehicle?
About 6 years.
About 6 years. Well, it's a beautiful car, and we all know that the 57 Thunderbirds are a classic. They really are.
We think so too.
Thank you for bringing it all the way up to Springfield.
Thank you.
As you can see behind me on this row of Starsky and Hutch cars is the Abraham Lincoln Presidential Museum and Library. It is a must when you come to this town to go through this library. It is by far the best and the most interesting presidential library you'll ever visit in this country. We're here with Pat from Galesburg, and he has his grandson Cody with him, Cody also has a Hutch car of his own here. But we're standing behind a bunch of Starsky and Hutch vehicles. If any of you remember growing up the old TV series, tell us a little bit about these cars.
Well, some of them are factory cars from the factory, because in 1976, from the TV show, the people who was watching the show wanted to go to their dealers and buy Starsky cars. Well, the Chicago plant here decided to make about 1,000 of them, so you could buy one from the factory. They had dealer-made cars where they would take red ones to the body shop and paint the stripes on them, or a lot of people just took Trinos home, painted them red and white, and there you go. And we got a little bit of each here.
Both of them. So is this your first time here at the festival, or you've been here before?
Oh, I've been here several years, yeah. It's a pretty cool deal.
What do you like best about the festival?
The people. Everybody.
The people.
It's all about the people.
It's all about the people.
Yeah.
So I know, did you drive your car here?
Yep.
Yeah.
Both of you. Who led?
Well,
him.
I led.
Grandpa led?
Yeah.
Could you keep up with Grandpa?
Yeah, he drives pretty slow.
That's good. Well, thank you for bringing the cars, and I'm glad you're having a good time here in the festival.
Okay, thank you.
We're here with John from Springfield, and then behind us is a whole row of Opel GTs. And I haven't seen so many Opels in one place in years. Tell us a little bit about these cars, John.
The Opel GT was manufactured in Germany, imported to the U.S., sold through Buick dealerships from 1969 to 1973. They are rare today. I think a total of 100,000 or so were built. Probably of that number, maybe 25 to 30,000 still on the road in the U.S. You're very seldom going to see more than one or two of these at a show, but this particular show is becoming a regional gathering for the Opel owners, and we're up to 22 today between the GT and some other models of the Opel.
So how many years has the club been coming here to the festival?
We are 1 year behind the total. This is our 10th anniversary of bringing Opels. So we started out the first year we came with 7, and hope to grow more and more every year. It's becoming popular.
Well, tell everybody the unique feature about this car.
Several unique features, but probably the most unique feature of the Opel GT are the headlights. These are not electrically or hydraulically operated. These are all mechanical. There's a lever on the on the console and the headlights roll over instead of pop up. The only car I know of that does that, and it's mechanically by a lever and a cable, and you get a pretty strong arm if you use it a lot.
And for all the Corvette owners that have the pop-up headlights, they know what that means. Well, John, we're glad to see these cars all here. They're gorgeous, and I am just shocked by how many you have, and hopefully more come next year then.
We're hoping to see this grow to maybe 40 or so.
Good. Well, I'm glad you brought them today. Thank you very much.
Our pleasure.
Mike from Ring Brothers, one of the many vendors that have come to this festival, and we have in front of us, for you Mustang fans, one of the most unique Mustangs I've ever seen. Tell us what about this car.
The car is a 65 fastback that we actually cut and widened 4 inches, but we didn't do it the normal way. We actually widened it each side, so we cut the whole side off, both sides, and added 2 inches per side because we wanted to really maintain the look of the Mustang without flares.
Well, you've accomplished that, and of course the people can't see it on the camera, but I'm looking at it on the hood, and it has 740 horsepower.
Yeah, that's a real number. It's a Keith Craft motor. It's basically a NASCAR motor, but you can't go to your local gas station to get gas. It needs a little bit better than that.
Tell us a little bit about Ring Brothers. What products do you guys sell?
We kind of invented the billet hood hinge, and we've kind of expanded that to all little trinket stuff from door handles you see on this car to the side mirrors to the hood pins to the actual carbon hood, the roof. We do a lot of different things. As we build these cars, we develop parts off them, and most people can't afford one of our whole cars, but maybe they can afford a part of it.
And is this your first time here at the festival?
No, it's actually our third time.
Third time?
Yeah.
What do you like about the festival?
I just like how it's laid out in the streets, that it doesn't roll up at 5 o'clock at night, and the general public. And they don't charge the people that are putting on the show, basically, the people with the cars and bringing them in. And, it's so good for the community. And it just feels like one of those shows you're not getting abused at. It's nice.
We're glad you come, and we're glad all the vendors come here. And this is a gorgeous car. And probably the envy of every Mustang fan that watches this show. So thanks, Mike, for coming.
You're very welcome.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
And that wraps it up for the 11th International Route 66 Mother Road Festival. If you were here, you know how great it was. If you weren't, make arrangements. Be sure you don't miss the 12th.
Join us next year for the Route 66 Mother Road Festival and Car Show, September 27th through 29th, 2013.